Want to welcome y'all back to the podcast, Revelation Through Conversation. I'm your host, Ken Brown, with my co-host,
Jay Brown.
Today, we having a conversation about a conversation. This episode is inspired by an episode from The Pivot. Shout out to them guys.
Sure.
They had John Brown on there, the father of Amon-Ra. I hope I messed your name up, bro. St. Brown, the receiver from the Detroit Lions. What got my attention to this episode before I even watched it, they had something he said, and John Brown said that parents are responsible for the success of their kids.
Mm-hmm.
And just seeing that alone, it made me look at myself and question myself and ask myself, am I doing everything that I can be doing to set my kids up for success? And honestly, I had to answer that question with a no. And then watching the episode, it confirmed it.
Okay.
So I said, man, this would be a good conversation to have, to get out, to share our thoughts about the interview, what we agree with, what we don't agree with, the takeaways we got from it that we can apply to our lives, and hopefully we can share something on here that could help our audience.
Yeah. On the light side, I think I want to start with the procreate part. You know, Mr. John Brown spoke on. I mean, I'm willing. Well, I ain't gonna say I'm willing to bet, but it seemed as if he was pretty serious about that. he was real serious, sincere. He was serious. Anyways, he was saying that he studied the way his wife walked when he met her, and his observation was she a sprinter, and you know what I'm saying. They go into the fact of, you know, what his kids can become when they get older. You know, hindsight, both his boys, all three of them became, you know, they were athlete, you know what I'm saying? I think one of them, one playing in the league, Detroit Lions, the other one, I think he got hurt. And I think the other one he said is a financial advisor. So he was saying that if you want your son to go to the NFL or your kid, your daughter to WNBA or whatever line of sport they in, you know, be mindful who you procreate with.
You know, that man said pay attention to them ankles.
Yeah. He said ankles, how they hold their hand, how their hands swing when they walk. I don't know about all that. I'm blessed, man, you know. But what you think about it, man? How you feel about it?
Man, he did it and tried it, and he been successful with 3 of them, so he know what he talking about. Hey, I started thinking about my wife. I like, well, she did play basketball for 1 year, so I know I'm an athlete.
Yeah.
I like, okay, she played basketball for 1 year. She did karate for 1 year, so I'm like, okay, I maybe can produce one out the bunch that we got together, you know. So yeah. But on a serious side, like, you do need to be mindful, man, of who you are having a child by, you know. Like I said, he was talking about their appearance, you know, their body structure, their height, you know. So like, if you a guy, you 5'7", you might not want to pick a woman that's 5'2".
Yeah.
The kid's gonna be, you know, short.
Yeah.
You know, if you trying to create an athlete, you know. So, but like I said, on the serious side, like I said, man, you want to, for a man, you want to pick a woman that believes in God, a woman that will respect herself and respect you, a woman that don't mind submitting to your leadership, those type of things, you know. You know, you see some guys, they get with a woman and they trying to change her, but she showed you before you got with her, this what she was on. You know, be mindful of who you making a child with. One day I had a conversation with this lady, and it was years ago, and I don't even know how the conversation happened, but she said, a good parent thinks about their child's future before they even bring them into this world. And she said the first way you do that is by making sure you choose the right person to even have a baby by. So, you know, that's just something to share with people. And like I said, even though I heard that and it hit me hard, I still didn't use it, you know. So that was foolish of me, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
'Cause there's some people out here you can share the wisdom with them, but if they don't use it, it does you no good. So,
yeah,
but fortunately for me, my bad decisions, God has turned all of that to good. For those that love God, bro, like all of it work out.
yeah,
So,
100%.
you know, but I hope people that haven't had kids yet or still thinking about having some more, like just be mindful, man, of who you creating a child with. Think about your child. Would this person be a good parent for my child?
Yeah.
And if not, don't even take it there. So, yeah.
I mean, I feel like that personality, how they move, should tell you enough. We just
Mm-hmm.
gotta, we
Yeah.
can't, you just can't afford to ignore all the red flags. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how much you like them. I mean, are they
Mm-hmm.
responsible? Are they? How do they interact with people? Are they good to their mama?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Do they respect their dad or whatever their situation may be? Because at the end of the day, the bigger picture is when the kid is here, they got to live with whatever the conditions are. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. My first one playing, but hey, here we are.
Mm-hmm.
We're blessed. My second one was playing. I mean, I'm married to their mom. I mean, I'm both my kids by my wife. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. So I would just say my advice is just be mindful who you procreate with. It's important.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important. Your kids' future depend on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
I mean, life happened to us all, and we still can, like you said, He can turn that thing around. You know what I'm saying? And he's done it time and time again. So just be mindful.
And then I feel led to say this too. Like, there's no shot at the mothers of my kids, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
just being real. Like, any of my was none of my kids playing, bro. Like, it was just me out here um, living reckless, bro, and getting people pregnant, bro. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
it is what it is. But like I said, God has blessed me. I
Yeah,
have a good
100%.
relationship with the mothers of my kids. I have a great relationship with my kids. Kids are a blessing.
Yeah.
Kids are a blessing. No matter how they come into this world, they're a blessing. We would like to bring them in the right way, the way God wants us to bring them in,
Yeah.
married, where y'all got this structure for them. Well, hopefully y'all finna ride this thing out to the end. You can raise up godly kids and they can see a beautiful marriage. And so
Mm-hmm.
they can go and reproduce that same thing. But like I said, life happens. But when life do happen, God can still turn it around and make it work out for you good, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
But like, man, get back to it. Like, the main reason we had this conversation, bro. Like I said, he said that parents are responsible for the success of their kids. What do you think about it?
I mean, I feel like I agree with that. We are responsible to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Can we put the work in for them? No. Can we guide them? Absolutely. It's just like, for instance, let's say my daughter, one year she didn't make cheer team. You know what I'm saying? And she was bummed about it. So I just she didn't make the cheer team. She was mad about it, upset. And I told her, hey, if it's something you really want to do, we can make something happen. They end up being a part of a cheer. It's almost like along the line with I don't know if you're familiar with AAU basketball, like summer league type stuff. They got connected with a cheer squad. Uh, Shout out to the Titans. They end up being a part of a cheer squad, and it kind of built her confidence when she made this team. The second time trying to make a different team, she made it, and they ended up they went to their first nationals past Orlando. So I feel like we responsible. I mean, we're responsible to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying?
And I said that too, bro. When I first heard it, even though it convicted me and it challenged me, I said, yeah, to a certain extent, we are responsible for their success. Like you said, we can't do the work for them. Well, we can force them to do the work.
Yeah.
And that Keziah, she wants to run track.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since she been young, I've been telling her she's a track star.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And I've heard this before, like, as parents and as fathers, like, we able to see what our kids can be. And he even said that he was like, sometimes you gotta force your kids to do things they don't like.
You said we can see what our kids can be.
Yeah,
Okay, I got you.
yeah, like we can see, I don't know if that's just some God gave us as parents, as
Mm-hmm.
fathers.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I always been telling her like you a track star. And like even with Kyra, like I told her she good at basketball, but she keeps saying I don't want to play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her when she go into high school, I want her to do powerlifting. She's like, why you wanted me to do that? And I broke it down to her. I told her like when I used to let them work out with me, bro, her form just be so
Natural.
on point.
Natural.
I'd be like, bro, it's adults, bro, that it take them a minute to, and you just getting down here in your form just, and then for a girl, bro, she's strong. Like I had a bench pressing, bro, and it was impressive. I had her little male cousin bench pressing. She out benching them. So like I'm telling her, like you need to get into powerlifting, bro.
Yeah.
And then Jacan, he want to play football. I'm a little skeptical because of how violent a sport it is. We can't live in fear. But at the same time, I said I'm gonna keep him away from tackle football as long as I can. And he even addressed that. I think he said after 9, like you either got to go all the way or just
Yeah.
leave it
He said
alone.
five. He said after 5.
No, I think he said 5. He said that's when he started training his kids.
I got you. Yeah, he did. He did. Say he did.
Yeah, but I think he said 9. He like you ain't gonna let him play tackle now. Either get with it or just get gone.
Yeah.
But I just got to do my part, bro, as far as like setting them up. But and then they was giving them some, how you just give a little pushback, like, cause how this world, man, they be like, you forcing your kids to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And he said something, bro. He like, we force these kids to go to school, and I was like, yo, yeah, he got a point. And he was like, and don't nobody say nothing about that.
None.
You have a few here and there that be like the school system ain't hitting on nothing. But most people, they get down with the program in
Yeah.
regards to that.
Yeah.
So,
They also. He also spoke on you and your significant other being on the same page too.
mm,
You know, they got a system going. He never interfered. She never interfered
mm,
with it. You know
mm,
what I'm saying? Both of my kids. Well, neither one of my kids. Well, neither one of my kids play sport. They both dancers. You know what I'm saying? My youngest, she just got it, bro. She she just got it. Like she got that thing you can't coach. Now, do she know everything? No, but she got that confidence out of this world, bro. And she just got the it factor. But she wanted to be a part of something, and I told her once you start, like step team, I said once you start, you're not quitting. 'Cause, somewhere along the line, she wanted to quit, and I said we're gonna finish the season. We'll figure it out the rest afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to guide your kids. I want to. I got 2 girls, so I want them to play. Mari used to go to basketball practice with me when I was coaching the summer league team. Mari, she just sit on the ball and watch us practice. She'd be so intrigued and locked in. So I tell my wife, I said, I think I want her to play. My wife said, mm-mm. I said, why not? Mm-mm. So we still working on that. We still working on it. She's 12. She's 12 now. I'm trying to get her while she's young. So you got to be on the same page.
yeah,
On
and
the same
I'm
page.
glad you brought that up because that is key, bro. Like his wife didn't get in the way. Like
Yeah,
his
yeah,
wife,
first.
his wife trusted him. His wife trusted him, and she didn't get in the way. And that's so important. And first of all, I want wives and moms to know, as fathers, we love our kids just as much as y'all love.
1,000%.
So even if you see us pushing them, we want them to be tough. We want them to realize that, man, in life you gotta be strong. In
Mm-hmm.
life you gotta be some go getters. Like he said, he raised his kids to dominate.
Mm-hmm.
He raised his kids to dominate.
Mm-hmm.
So as a mom, if you see dad giving them that tough love, you can still be the nurturer, but don't get in the way. Don't get in dad's way. Like don't get in dad's way. That man said, only thing she said, she came in there and said, dinner's ready. Like she wasn't coming out there.
Yeah.
You need to let them. That's
Yeah. You
enough.
need a
None of
break.
that.
Yeah.
She came out. Dinner's ready. I'm like, oh yeah, bro. Like they was locked in together. And another thing too, dads, fathers, support the things that mom want to do. Cause he said she wanted to take them to France, I think, a semester just to learn the language. He asked her why, and when she gave the reason why, he supported her with it. Okay, I
Yeah,
got it.
100%.
So it,
Yeah.
it gotta work both ways.
Yeah. I mean, both counterparts, they guiding the kid in their own way, and it all benefit them. It's all about the bigger picture. It all benefits the kids on down the road. You know what I'm saying? Like what he exposed them to, what mom exposed them to, all that, benefited they, towards the future. You know what I'm saying? Like I love that. I ain't gonna lie, I want to learn a language. You know what I'm saying? Because your kids got to be able to survive in this world when you ain't around. You know what I'm saying? So it's important for us to guide our kids, push them, like you said, push them, motivate them, and let them know it. Like I said, back to what I said about my daughter not making the team. You ain't always gonna hear yes, man. So if this is what you want, you back up and try again.
Yeah. And we as fathers, bro, I realize we really gotta give them that tough love because
Mm-hmm.
this word not gonna play with them, bro. This word
Nobody
not
come to
gonna play
save you.
with them.
Nobody come to save you. That's what I love. Your kids watch you. My oldest is so driven. She always hit me for money. I don't know why she never asked mom. She always takes me for money. I love it. But she said, Dad, I need a job. I said, well, baby, you gotta go to school. I said, you think you can do both? You like to sleep a lot. And she said, well, Daddy, I need some money. Though. I need some money. I need money in my pocket. I said, okay, we'll see how that school thing work out. The latest thing, um, she came to me and mom about a couple weeks ago. She was saying it's a program within the school where she can graduate early. She wanted to pursue that. I was like, whoa, kind of caught me off guard. Me and my wife were just talking about it earlier. We proud of her. You know what I'm saying? She had a meeting earlier. Chances are she could. She may graduate early. Graduate early. So that'd be dope. Like, we ain't forcing that on her. You know what I'm saying? But kids pay attention to you, man. That kid, almost 16, she's pretty driven.
Yeah, bro. I'm just sitting up here thinking about like some key moments of that episode. And this one really stood out to me. He said, as parents, like we gotta give up everything for our kids, bro. And I was just thinking about that. I was like, I gotta give up some things, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Cause one thing I know for
Yeah.
sure I gotta give up. Cause I had started this routine with my kids, bro. That when I wake up at 5 to work out, they was working out with me.
Huh?
And it didn't last long because like when I work out, bro, that's kind of like
Your
my
time.
time. It's
Yeah.
like my time. Like
Yeah.
I'm working out, I'm listening to the word. Like it's like the perfect beginning to my day. But when I started working out, letting them work out with me, I find it not being as peaceful, as it is working out alone.
Yeah. Your time.
I'm doing a lot of correcting. Hey man, y'all stop, chill. And
That
so I
time.
just I
That's
just
time.
stopped it, bro. I'm like, man, I'm just give y'all a workout to do. Y'all just do it when y'all get out of school. But when I heard him say that, bro, it made me realize, cause I'm gonna be honest, they don't work out like how they work out when they work out with me. Like
Yeah.
I know they ain't pushing themselves. They ain't keeping track of how much they lived last week. They ain't
Mm-hmm.
progressing.
They
Like
need
it
the
just
guidance.
really like they just doing something just to say we worked out. And I said, man, I gotta give it up. Like if I want to have a day where I just feel like I need it, I take it. But I gotta get back to getting them used to okay, getting up at 5 in the morning,
Yeah.
working out. I gotta instill that discipline in them. I gotta push them, bro. Like I said, Kizai want to be a track star. Okay, I gotta figure out what type of workouts track star do and have her doing that type of
Yeah.
workout while we
Yeah.
working out. And even like with Kyra and with Jakin, like even with my other kids when they come over, like this the negative side, man, of having kids outside your home. Like you can't control what they do
Mm-hmm.
when they're not with you. But
They
when they
exposed
come
to it.
over, I gotta get them with the program and I gotta put
Mm-hmm.
them on a program while they're there.
Mm-hmm.
So and hopefully that it'll start sticking to them and they'll
Mm-hmm.
start just doing it on their own. But like I said, man, that episode really it opened my
Fire.
eyes to let
Yeah.
me know, man, I gotta do better with my kids.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
that mean giving up some of my own time,
Mm-hmm.
I gotta give it up, bro. Like
Okay.
I gotta do everything in my power to set my kids up to be successful, bro. And then I don't want people just think that we just talking like sports and athletics. Like that man said, they trying to dominate in everything, bro. Like he ain't just talking about sports, talking about educationally. He said he trying to dominate you. Like even with that, bro, like I start something, but I don't stick to it. And like I want to challenge kids because I be telling my kids, I'm like, y'all see them kids, they be picking to get up to read at the programs and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you know why them kids like that? I said, it because they parents on them about their work. They
Mm-hmm.
ain't just doing the little basic like y'all do, go to school, do your homework, that's it. And I
Mm-hmm.
and I like I started something, bro. Like on top of they work they get at school, I'm giving them more work because
Mm-hmm.
I just test them with little simple stuff and they don't know it. I be telling them, bro, y'all ain't learning nothing up there, bro. And like I don't know about y'all school, but to me it seems like they're making school easier now, bro. It's like they're not really challenging the kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's just my perspective of how I'm looking at it now. Even even with that, bro, like it's still our responsibility to educate our kids. Like we can't just expect the school to just teach them everything. Just like we can't just expect the church to teach them everything about God.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything really falls back. It is on us.
House.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's important. That's the key thing, you know. And I gotta give up something too, you know. Cut down on something. I gotta challenge my kids more. Like you said, it ain't just sports, man. Like
Mhm.
I had them, you know, cut down. You know, I started on or had the idea to cut down on, screen time. But you got to replace that with something else, like a book. Let's read. Tell me what you learn. You know what I'm saying? But you also have to do it with them. You know what I'm saying? You can't just delegate. Hey, you do this, you do this, and I'm over here doing my little screen time. You got to do it with them. You know what I'm saying? Or sit with them and do it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna help them out. Like I realize even in adult settings, people are so uncomfortable with reading sometimes. I'm like,
Mhm.
man, that's crazy. But you gotta push a book in your kid's face or something. But I was inspired by the episode, man. It was pretty, you know, it was eye opener for sure.
It was, bro. And I'm just sitting up here thinking now, like even like when sometimes your child may be like, "Hey, Dad, let's go outside, throw the ball, or let's watch a movie, or
Mm-hmm.
let's can I go to the store with you?" Or
Mm-hmm.
like you gotta give up that time where you just trying to get away from the house for a little while, man. If they asking, can they come with you? Let them come, bro. Let them come. And another thing that he talked about that he do. And I give myself a little credit in this area. I do this. I probably should do it more. But he was just talking about like how sometimes he'll be driving in a car and he'll
Stop.
just pull over, turn on
Yeah.
the camera because he finna drop some knowledge on him.
Yeah.
And like I don't record it or have them record it, but it be times like we'll be watching a movie or something and something will happen and I just feel led, hey, let's stop and talk about this right here. Hey, this what happened, like he take advantage of the moments when it's time to drop some wisdom on them.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said,
Teachable
I
moments.
find myself doing that though. Like
Yeah.
we could be in a car and sometimes you know how kids that be having conversation and I just hear something and I'll be like, hold on. And they can just be talking about little stuff that happened at school and I just get in on the conversation, just dropping some wisdom on them. For parents out there, man, take advantage of the moments to drop wisdom on your kids.
Mm-hmm.
The only way you're gonna do that is you're gonna have to spend time with them. You're gonna have to get them out, let them ride to the store with you. Like I said, you're gonna have to get them up off them phones because they'll get on them phones and tablets and just run in the room and you don't even see them no more for the day.
Mm-hmm.
So have a cutoff time. Hey, at this time, and I do this at my house. Even when my other kids come over and they don't like it because
No, they used to.
where they at, they just keep it all night. I have a time. Hey, at this time I need all them phones, all them tabs, put them on the table,
Mm-hmm.
or hey, bring them to me. I'm taking them in my room. But you're gonna have to do those type of things, man. Like I said, take advantage of the moments, bro, to drop wisdom on your kids. You hear them talking about something, saying something don't sound right, or
Mm-hmm.
you know it's a situation that they can handle better, or you got some insight that you can get them about it. I don't care how simple it is, bro. Drop it on them.
Yeah, just use those moments as teachable moments. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I know I'm guilty of it sometimes. I jump down, hey, I get on my daughter, but I can just flip it and use it as an opportunity to teach her something. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Not
yeah.
just criticize a poor behavior, but take that moment and no, baby, try it. Do it like this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
This something we was having a conversation about when I was down there. We was at the birthday dinner,
Mm-hmm.
and we was just talking about like even if and it's for parents, it's for myself, for like people that's watching. Like when you go to start to implement these things, it may be a shock to your family. Don't just tell them this is what we doing now. Explain to them why.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just be like, oh, we finna start working out 4 or 5 times a week because I said so. No, sit
Mm-hmm.
down and tell them why. Hey, we gonna start working out because I want y'all to be stronger. You know,
Mm-hmm.
being stronger give you confidence. I want y'all to be healthier. I don't want y'all get older and you gotta start a routine.
Mm-hmm.
Cause some people don't work out simply because they never worked out.
No.
So I want y'all to already be used to this. Or you start telling them, hey man, y'all gonna give me 30 minutes to an hour of reading every day. But why we gotta do this? Because I said so. No, because I want y'all to be smarter. You
Mm-hmm.
know, reading exposes you to different things. It open your mind up. Like sit down and have a conversation with your family. Why things are changing, man. Like, don't just be like, oh, because I said so. Nah, sit
Mm-hmm.
down, talk to them, explain to them, hey, it's because I want us all to be better. I want us all to grow. And these are some things that will help us do that.
I'm thinking about you saying it because I said so. I think most of America was raised that way because I said so. You know, you know how parents
But
be.
it will be situations
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
will be because I said
yeah,
so.
yeah, yeah. I got you.
But yeah, in this case though, this is something we can talk to them about.
Yeah,
It's something crazy. You know, like I said, it's some things here because I said so, bro.
yeah, 100%.
But
Because they do
like I
ask questions.
said,
They feel like they need to know everything sometimes, but they really
yeah.
don't. Because I even ask my kids, or they'll question something. I'll be like, "Raise your hand if you pay a bill in this house." That conversation, no, we ain't nothing to talk about.
Yeah, like I said,
But
it is some things it will be because I said so, but for the most part, and that to me that's rare where you just get that answer. But for the most part, man, talk, bro, tell them why, and they'll understand and be more acceptable to it, even if they don't like it. They understand the reasoning behind it.
so, is there anything else you can just point out that stuck out to you from the episode?
But yeah, bro, he was just talking about how we gotta show up for our kids, bro. Like how we gotta show up, we gotta support them, we gotta let them know that they are loved, that they are worthy. Like we gotta show up for them. And
Mm-hmm.
like I had Jakeem playing basketball, and I used to have to miss a lot of his games, and it's because I'm working. You know, I'm
Yeah,
trying to provide a better life for them,
yeah.
and I'm doing it, but it comes with a sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somebody gotta lay the foundation. You know. Like, man, we come from humble beginnings, bro. Like, we had nothing. Everything that my kids are experiencing, I didn't experience coming up.
Right,
And that's
right.
how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to get better with
Yeah,
every generation.
yeah.
So I'm laying the foundation, and it comes with a sacrifice. But it used to hurt me that I couldn't go to his games.
Mm-hmm.
And his mom would be there, and she'll tell me, he looking for you. He,
Always,
he asking, where daddy?
always.
And it messed me up so bad to like I haven't even signed them up for nothing else because it's like I know I'm gonna be missing them. But um I talked to an older guy, his barber. Matter of fact, I talked to his barber. We were having this conversation. He be like, "Man, he ain't like you missing them on purpose." He be like, "You doing what you got to do for your family."
Yeah,
And he was like, sign them back up, man. Like, he'll make it to the ones you can make it to. And when the ones you can't make it to, you know, you just let them know, hey, man, I'm out
yeah,
here, I'm working for us, I'm providing
yeah,
for us. And that kind of made me feel a little better about it because like he said, man, you out here providing for your family. You know, like, don't
yeah.
feel bad about it. You know, of course, as a father, you want to be there.
Man,
But
you're a devoted father, bro. I feel like for me, when I can't make something, bro, I'll talk to them before they go do what they do, before they go perform, and they understand. Cause my kids, they always looking in the stand. They gonna look in the stands, make sure I'm standing right beside their mom or whatever. And then it's kind of crazy how sometimes when I go, sometimes they won't even really just, okay, I'm on my seat, hey daddy. You know what I'm saying? They look for us, bro. They
and
look
I ain't
for
gonna
us.
lie, like, it been sometimes I'll be late to a game and I walk in there, you can still see like he looking. And once he
Yeah,
see me, it look like a calm. Okay, he
yeah,
here.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's a
I
beautiful
said,
thing.
man, we got to support our kids.
Got to show
We
up,
got
man.
to.
Got to show up.
Another thing that stood out to me, cause he talked about how his parents was never at any of his events. And I tried to look it up. How old was he? I think I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I think he's 70 years old.
You 70?
70 or 71.
Dang.
And the fact that that still stands out, that he spoke on it.
He
Like, it
remember that.
shows you how important it is, bro,
Yeah.
to be there for our kids,
Yeah.
to support them. That's something that's gonna be hard for them to get over. And I even think about me, bro. And I used to say this. I used to say stuff like this when I see those type of dads. I used to say, man, I wish he was my dad.
Mm.
Spirit convicted me of that. It's like, no, you don't wish he was your dad. You just wish your dad would have showed up how he should have showed
Yeah.
up. And I thought about him like, you correct. Because I appreciate my dad. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't even be here.
Yeah.
If it weren't for him, I wouldn't even be how I am now.
100%.
That's who God used that's who God used to bring me here. So, I don't wish he was my dad. I just wish my dad would have showed up the way he's supposed to show up. Because I always said this, bro. If I had that type of support, I would have went further in sports, bro. I truly believe I could have went to the league with the right type of guidance. Like, man, I didn't know nothing, bro. I'm just winging it, bro. I ain't had no coach to take me under their arm. None of that, bro. I was just going out straight raw talent, like
Yeah, you
God given
balling.
ability.
You
But
was
if I
doing
would
your
have
thing,
had
though.
some, huh?
I said, you doing your thing.
Yeah, but it's supposed to went farther than what it went, though.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, straight up, bro.
No, I agree.
But yeah, man, like I said, bro, show up for your kids.
Yeah.
Can't think of nothing else that really stood out to me. Just parents, go first of all, go watch the interview, the pivot, John Brown episode, bro. As parents, there's some things we don't know, bro, and we could learn a lot from other people, and
100%.
like. And it's a conversation they had that was eye opening. Like I said, that's why we call this podcast right here Revelation through conversation. Because some knowledge can be revealed just by having a conversation
100%.
or hearing a conversation.
It's crazy. It's crazy that you say that because it says we as parents, we lay the foundation. We're supposed to lay the foundation for our children. And back to you saying you was convicted by saying that you wish he was your daddy. You grateful for your daddy in hindsight, no matter the circumstances. Growing up, because you wouldn't be the man you are if you wouldn't. You wouldn't be here if he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Your dad. And I was like that for the longest. I was like, dang, I ain't gonna say bro really wasn't there for me. You know what I'm saying? And my wife said, but look what happened with him being absent. Look what you accomplished with him being absent. And in hindsight, he did drive me. He did lay the foundation. It probably wasn't the right foundation, but he drove me to be the man that I am. You know what I'm saying? To be the opposite of what I received from him. You know what I'm saying? Like from the womb to these kids physically running around this house right now, I was right there. You know what I'm saying? So it did make me better. It made me better in hindsight. So I'm grateful for my pops as well. You know what I'm saying? Show up though. Show up for them kids, man. Show up.
So, man, like I said to the parents, I hope this episode just open your eyes. Man, that man said we gotta give up everything for our kids, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta give up everything. And I know some people that are here that would still need to have a life. Yeah, you do. You do.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure you're doing everything you can to set your children up to be successful, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you setting them up to go out in this world, like Mr. John Brown said, dominate.
Mm-hmm.
Not just survive without you, to go out here and dominate without you. Make sure you setting them up. And
100%.
whatever you gotta give up, give up. Cause we just getting them to a point, like, cause he said they asked him when is the time that okay, it's not what you say, it's what they want. He said when they go to college.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a good time. Okay, I got you this far. Now you make your own decisions. I'm still here if you need me.
Yeah.
But you make your own decision, and I just challenge parents. Let's do that. Like, it's some things we're gonna have to force them to do, but we like he said, we know more than them. And another thing he said before we get off here, and don't be your child friend.
Yeah.
He was saying, and this crazy. Man.
100%.
We gotta address this, bro.
Yeah.
He was saying how some parents they smoking with their kids, they drinking with their kids,
Mm-hmm.
and their thinking is, oh well, they safer with me. They doing it in the home. They ain't doing it in the street,
Nah,
man. You
ain't
goofy
your
for
friend.
that. You goofy for that,
Yeah,
bro. Don't
100%.
man, don't accept nothing. Don't have that mentality. Oh, they gonna do it anyway, man. No, bro.
Yeah, that's something that was a phrase dropped in our home all the time. I feel like ain't your friend. They kind of like switched the I don't know. It changed the motion of the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking to my daughter and she'll say something to me. I'll be like, bro, I ain't know. I ain't want to use a friend. I said, this ain't. We ain't gonna do that. You got to remind them, and you can't make it seem like certain behaviors are are okay.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
no,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. We
No,
ain't gonna be kids' friends.
yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna say that again, bro. Like, don't have that mindset. Oh, they gonna do it anyway. Man, nah, bro. If they gonna do it anyway, they gonna have to sneak and do it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not gonna just make it easy for you to do it, man. Don't be your kids' friends, bro. Be their parent. You
Mm-hmm.
become friends once they become adults. But to
Mm-hmm.
that point, raise them, be the parent. And once again, man, remember, we play a part in our kids' success. Let's make sure we doing everything we can to set them
100%.
up, to go out here and dominate. With that being said, bro, it's another episode of Revelation Through Conversation. Ken Brown, I'm out.
Jay Brown signing out.